Hey, welcome back. Okay, longer than 30 minutes. I get it. Closer to an hour. But anyway, we're back up, fully reset. Actually got a couple things that needed to be gotten done here in the house. And we're back up and running. I know it's an interesting angle here. Should be someone landing here soon. So I thought we'd kind of keep the camera posted that way. I'm going to kind of keep track of where they are. They should be making the turn. Yeah, there they are. They should be out there on final. So anyway, welcome in Flying with Mike, Brazilian operations today. Today is actually going to be the air bridge between, there's the light out there. The air bridge between Sao Paulo and Rio. Center's already up down there. Approaches will be coming up. When we came in about an hour ago, Santo Dumont was top all the way up into approach. Awesome with controllers. And they did a fantastic job getting us out and approach, getting us on our way this way. Nice shortcut, by the way. So, unfortunately, we ran into the black water issue again. And it was like a line went over the screen and boom, all the water that was normal color went black. So I don't know if that's now a video card or driver issue or what. I do know, and I keep forgetting, I do need to update that. All right, so we're sitting in a place called, hang on, I don't like the name I've been calling it. It kind of bodes not well for you when you think about it. I've been calling it Confins. Yeah. Tancredo. Is that not on my speaker? Why the heck are they on my speakers? Hang on, I think I pushed a button somewhere. That's why. I'm like, why are they not on my headset? I think I scared the crap out of the dog. But anyway, we're in a place called Tancredo International, kind of a little north and east of the Rio Sao Paulo area. And we're going to go basically due east towards the coast here a little bit to Porto Seguro. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes tops. It's a short haul flight, and I thought, what the heck, let's give them a try today. And lo and behold, so is Spy Flight. Although he's flying the air bridge, I just don't know point A, point B, point C. Who knows what all he's going to do. But he'll be down south of us. We'll be departing here shortly. But welcome aboard. Thank you so much for taking some of your Friday out for us. It's the weekend for many. Some, I know you still got to work. But hey, I hope you can make the best of everything. We're just about ready to crawl in and finish up getting this plane ready so we can blast out of here. But again, welcome to Flying with Mike. Quick about me, been in the community since about 1998, 1999 time frame. Started, I believe, on FS 98, but it could have been 2000. And then progressed up 2000 to A Century of Flight and FSX. And like everyone else, after FSX came out, we all had that 13-year lull. Some went prepared, I did not. I stayed with FSX, and through a couple of computers, it actually became pretty decent the way it ran. So, by the way, the great landing came in here by AKY 1516. And running out of memory. I've never heard of this on a computer, but mine did it, and it was my own dang-gum fault. I set it up wrong. I knew something, it just didn't click right, and oh, yeah, yeah, it just didn't work. And with the new computer, left Microsoft because I tried X-Plane 11, and while it's a learning curve, I liked it a lot better than what the other side was giving. Plus, I like the price tag a lot better. And it's really not as bad as they say. Many of them just like the moniker of Microsoft. I prefer just a simulator that works good and flies more realistically than that. Plus, when I made the switch, streamers, I was also getting to the streaming world. I really didn't like what I saw, and I'm not spending that kind of money on what I saw. So it really did make a good sense to go to X-Plane, and they have not let me down. So they have come on strong with X-Plane 12. Every update is getting better and better. It's just phenomenal. It's just a great sim. And throw in that free, magnificent Zibo 737. That beats PMDG in my book. And the fact that it's free is even more mind-boggling. And there's a lot of stuff like it in X-Plane free. So, don't get me wrong. This is payware in front of you. But there is a lot of great stuff here that the price tag is free. Never heard of that in the other sims. So, anyway, enough on that. Enough. Let's get in. Let's get this bird ready to go. That's what you all are here, not to hear me blather. So let's get going, shall we? First off, real quick, we always like to kick off with the Sim Toolkit. I use this over Volanta 2 reasons, and I'll bet you the first one you'll never guess. It's free. It's available for all the sims out there, but it's free. You got to pay for things in Volanta. You don't here. That's why I'm not over there. You get a theme with how I like to operate. I try to find the best and most best way to use my money. When I have to spend it, it's got to be something good, and I've got to also know that I'm going to use it a lot. That's why a lot of scenery doesn't trickle in here, because I don't go to the same places all the time. I like to mix it up. So, but this is free, and I'm also part of a team starting that's working on a new one, like more like Volanta than what Sim Toolkit is. I really hope they incorporate a lot of Sim Toolkit in it. There is so much packed into this program that people don't understand, and that's the problem. They don't want to understand. They think Volanta is the only one out there. You can get to this place, SBCF. How many, with a show of hands, have ever heard of this place? Not this guy. So what I did, I'll just show you. You can see it over here. I went over here and went down to real airline ops. You're going, what? I click real flights. I put in SBCF. There's our airport. Look at all these places. I could actually go up here to IWA. It's 13 hours away in a 767 to Madrid, to some places in Portugal, to Mickey World. I had no idea. I had no idea where I could go. And then, of course, Brazil. Duh. You know. But you could also do it. Okay, put this in. Put the aircraft you want to fly. Let's just go A20. Poof. And then I started looking for, I don't know if PS will come up here. I know that's how I found it, but anyway. And that's how I found where I'm going today. I'm not sure why. It may have been updated out, but because they do update this. And this is, by the way, Sao Paulo's other airport. So, but yeah, it's just that is one of the great tools here. Another one is you put your fleet in. We can do that in Volanta. You can come to your logbook just like you can anywhere else. This is our last flight. Click on it. Click details. Now tell me if Volanta does this. Oh, it does what you just see on the screen. But does it do this? Not only give you the metrics of how you did, what and all, but shows you where you landed on the runway. That can help in trying to help you make your landings better. So that's why I came over here. A lot of people have told me, but it's way too complicated to use. Yeah, not really. If you've got SimBrief, it's a piece of cake. If not, it's with SimBrief, it's a piece of cake. You just come up here, click your last SimBrief you've done, or set it up through there, and then it'll bounce into SimBrief and back with the data. So, but here's our flight. Why does it look this way? Let's go ahead, update. All right. So, oh, I know why, because I was already here. I see it up there now. Oh, well. Anyway, so there you have it. It's real simple to use, very intuitive. Your streaming information is all down here, plus other settings. It's just and then you can turn it into a one-stop shop. There's SimBrief. I put it on here. Just come down here to the tab. Got NavGraph, SimBrief, SkyVector. I might even be able to put my VAs on here. Make it all. Pull up Sim Toolkit and get it all set to go right here. That's why I use it. So, but again, I get y'all with Volanta, and y'all enjoy it. It's, you know, that's what's fun about the Sim. I'm not here to sell X-Plane. They don't pay me to sell. I just tell you it's a good product. I don't sit here to sell Sim Toolkit. I just can tell you it's a great product. Elevatech looks like a great product. Still in alpha, still has time to sprout how it's going to really be by beta. And or whatever they got next up their sleeves with it. So let's get into this. All right, today's flight, full load. Side note, we started with a full load in Santos Dumont. If you're not familiar with this airport, I highly recommend landing and then taking off on a 4,300-foot runway. With an Airbus, with a 737, they do it every day. I know you're all going, how? Well, you guys like to land 380s and other type aircraft like that on Saba. Why not on Santos Dumont? So it's really fun. However, we could not get takeoff data. We were too heavy. So we had to boot 20 people. And then we got our numbers and were able to go. So I apologize to the 20 people we booted. It is what it is. But A320s do fly in and out of there. They're just going to be restricted on a lot of stuff they can do out of there. All right, so now we're on an 11,000-foot runway, so all of that we don't have to worry about. 41,360 pounds payload. There's 188 people. Not a seat in the house available. We're going to have, where are we at? Where is my fuel? Oh, there it is. 12,828 pounds of fuel. Actually, I think we're more than that. 188 people. There's our cargo, which is accounted for already, and we're taking off runway 16. Landing 10. Cost index for this flight will be 28, and again, we're going to cruise up to 37,000. Okay, we did not do that from Santos up to here. 31's as high as we went. Okay, weather along the way, it's beautiful here. 86 degrees, clear visibility, okay. Winds out of 070 at 12, so a little crosswind, but we'll get this thing going. Down in, or over in Porto Seguro, 110 degrees at 8 knots is the wind. Call it down the runway. unlimited visibility and a few clouds to bug us at 2,000 and 10,000. Oddly enough, it's a little chilly down there. It's 82 degrees. All right, so let's get going, shall we? We're already up and running on VATSIM, as you can see. Let's see if that airplane is still online. Oh, and I don't see it. I know you don't, and there you go. Let's try that again. I don't see anybody that way. I don't see anybody that way. We're ready to go. All right. Now let's come down here. Our illustrious ADers have aligned. But hang on, we got a couple steps I want to do prior. Get rid of our caterers. All right, so let's get to work. We've already put in the coordinates for where we're at, so stand 115. So let's proceed further into flight planning. Okay, so come over here to, whoops, to weight and balance. All right, 139.1. Okay, slash 29.4. All right, basically you look for your zero fuel weight and your zero fuel weight CG, ZFW CG. Put those in the top. Next line is your fuel, 13.1. Yeah, we'll go 13.1. But you're going, but Captain, it's 1 point, it's closer to 2. Yeah, but now the system knows we have a little, I know we have a little extra fuel to make it down the runway. No, that's about all we got. So, all right, and that'll go here. Times all look good. F plan. And like we did on the other flight, stand by. Let me set things up, bring charts in. All right. Oh, we're not up yet. Hang on, something didn't fire right. Oh, that's why. There we go. All right, so you can see where we are on the ramp. We'll just push back face north, taxi, Bravo, straight out of here. Okay, that's our plan, and I'm sticking to it. Departure for today is Neves to Alpha. And we're going out to KADOR, right? Out to KADOR. So you can see how it's going to look. Now, how do we put this over here? Oh, wait, no, you don't see how this is going to look. There we go. So you can see how the flight is. We're going to go off on the ICU 2A to KADOR. All right, so how do we put this in here? So all you do, and if you watched yesterday's, you're going, oh my gosh, he wasn't kidding about the MD-11. Yeah, Airbus 11, get it right. Uh-oh. Oh, in. Come on, Mike, read. I was reading the transition. There we go. Transition KADOR. All right, so we're taking off 16. We'll use the SNU 2 Alpha departure to KADOR, insert, and then off we go. So what I like to look at is, okay, 4,700, then Vooper. Okay, perfect. Out to ISNV, to UKO, to KADOR. Perfect. And then from KADOR to POSMU to OSUNO. You know. Sorry, having some fun. All right, SP, and then the arrival. Now, here's where it gets fun with navgraph charts. We know we're going to land runway 10. Unless somebody really got a burr up their butt. We're coming in 10. All right, so now what you can see here, our route is in that green coming up. Now, PS024 meets us out there. We're going to add it to the route. We're doing an RNAV in. All right, so now over here, we're going to look for RNAV Zulu. Zulu. We'll come back here in a second. Now, so we're going to come off OSUNO, and we're going to fly this arrival to our airport. Oh, I about got thrown. I thought we were going up here. PS024 OSUNO, and there are no, yeah, there are. Yeah, there's a transition. Okay, well, we're going to go with this and hope the best. Hate to think if we, unless radar is considered a different approach, which I think it is. So, yeah, it is actually. I just see it up here in the listing. Okay. All right, so again, it picks up where it left off. So, Ninja, Ivy Peg, PS024. Let's switch over to the airport now. PS24, 19, 21, 23, and the runway. Okay, now from here we're going to head out, it looks like 22, I think, and hold. That's our missed approach. All right, should we have to go to our alternate, which is Salvador, Brazil? We've actually flown in there many months ago. We'll take Dakin. You can see the routing, and that's it. We're all set to go with the McDo. All we got to do is set. We're back to where we were. Click, and we'll be back to where we were here. One note that we made on the first video, if you get in a bind and you don't have Sim Toolkit, or you're, obviously you should have the chart here, but let's just say you're in a bind. You can't find it. Look at what you're able to do here. And you're able to do it if you have Sim Toolkit up, Volanta, Elevatech, most of them. You have that ability. Another great thing about this, and those, when you're in events, Airbridge, say tonight, scroll down where you're going to take off from. Make sure you have an open gate and get on VATSIM as quick as you can. We made that mistake last, not 2024, was it? Or was it 23? Anyway, one of the two July 4th time frame areas, they had the Nathan hot dog event out of La Garbage Can, LaGuardia. And we did everything we could, got it ready, and then we were going to come online. When we started it, nobody was in our spot. When we got to the point to come online, somebody was in our spot. Moved over, gentlemanly thing to do, came up, and we had to redo everything. That's why I say check before starting. Come online as quickly as you can, especially in events. So anyway, nice little tool here, and it even tells you, hey, look, you're in gate 115. How about that? And of course, I'll get it back out here, and we'll get her centered up and ready for the trip. All right. Anyway, I wanted to show that. I showed it off last time. I didn't give that little story, so. But yeah, we got caught and we had to redo everything we just did. So yeah, it sucked. It did, because that put us another hour, another 35, 40 minutes behind. You all know how that goes. All right, so now we forgot the RadNav page, set, ready to go. Perf, let's get over here, get the takeoff data. again, you can use charts for the METAR 080 oh no, and that's the one thing I wish Toliss would put here is the latest greatest METAR, like they do landings. This one's 5 minutes old. And I lost it 7. Okay. Also, NavGraph will give you translations if you need it. 28. For instance, as we come down, everything looks good. Where's the barometric? Okay. So what is 3003? Is it? No, it's actually going to be 3006. One day I am going to do it, not today. Air conditioning will be on. Okay, 11,800 feet. Again, we're at 2,600 feet, I think I said, above sea level. 2,700, okay. We're way up there. We're going to try to flex it, but it probably will go to toga. Actually, it could be flexed. Let's go to flaps 2. I like that one. Flaps 2 it is. All right, so we'll be flexing 53 degrees, somewhere between 112 and 140 for V1, 140 for rotate, 142 climb out at in case we lose an engine. Transition 8,000. That all looks good. Uplink. Okay, 1018. So we can change that. 10, 1, 8. Can't change the temperature. Wind 0, 8, 0, diagonal 7. Dry runway. Now, one thing I will do here is go ahead and put the flaps in. Flap configuration 2. I don't care about this yet. We'll get it in a minute. And again, don't put anything in flex just yet. I don't even think it'll let you. Just go request. Wait for it. Takes a couple seconds for the system to do it. It'll come back with a message. Hopefully not like the one at Santo. Can't do. Ooh, that was true too. All right, now we can clear it. Now this information is if we go toga. Now click flex. There you go. We're going to actually flex at 51, 138, 138, 140. I like it. Let's go, and I'll show you what we can do then. All right, so 138 gives us 2,300 feet to stop. Let's do this. Let's dial down to 130. That's going to back us up a little. Not much, but a little. And give us a little more cushion if we got to rejet. Okay. And that's it. We're done with the McDo. All right, strobe lights are set. Hang on, let me get up here and we'll look. We'll be back to that in a minute. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Hang on, we ran into, okay, we were muted most of the flights, so. Okay, strobe lights are set to auto. We're on number 2 for the nav lights. Seat belts coming on. No smoking lights been on. Emergency lights armed. Landing elevation switch is auto, and pack flow is high. Fuel pumps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're ready to go. Check our radios and make sure everything is capiche. Okay, guard advisory, good. We're set, ready to go here. Easier to go here. Make sure we're on the map. And we are in Brazil. All right, they're getting away from the plane. Airplane looks ready to go to me. Let me just double check. Ground power's off. APU's running. We're ready to go. Not bad. All right, let's do it. First off, close the main door. Come down to ATT attendant. Make your call to AT&T. Close the door. Okay, once it's off the map there, it looks like it's closed. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye, Jetway. All right, it's pulled away. Hello, better pushback. Let's go here.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go, sir.
All right, we'll start there, end up here.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Okay, one last thing to do is double check brakes are set, lock the door.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Chocks have been pulled. Y'all ready to go fly? Beacons on. Okay, let's drop down here so we don't do it on the runway again. Currently, we'll go to 37,000 unless ATC comes up and says, whoa, not going that high or that high that fast. Great bunch down in Rio today. Great job. Just can't say enough. They did a fabulous job.
Tow is now connected and bypass pin is secured. Please release parking brake.
Brake off.
Starting pushback now, and you may start your engine.
We'll hold for just a second. All right, let's crank. No, we'll wait till we start the turn. Meanwhile, we'll put this one on F plan. Everything else set. LS constraint. LS constraint. All right, beacon transponder set, and we're ready to go. So I do hope you have a great Friday ahead of you, or great Friday into the weekend. I hope everything goes well for you, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here on Monday. Okay. Here we go. Start valve open. I'm sorry, correction. Cross bleed. We're going to cross it again. And once it does ignite and stabilize, we will get a tone telling us, oh, too cold. It'll warm up pretty quick. Got a light off already. No, we don't. Here, it just came. There it is. Some of what you can do with Sim Toolkit, you can move it around. There are some places where you're going to push in, pull out, or push to a spot. It's a versatile tool for free.
Operation completed. Please
That's what I was talking about. And that warning was because the engine is still
Disconnecting tow.
not
Please
ready
stand
for
by.
departure, for takeoff. Available. Let's start up number one. Da 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 da. Okay, and looks like we have a light on number one.
Tow is now disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on your right, Captain. See you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the pushback. Thank you to the developers that keep it free. And it's actually updatable now. So that's pretty cool. They're either adding voices or little things to it. Wish they would come out with a normal, thank you for the pins, one with a tow bar. But, you know, hey, beggars can't be choosy, can we? All right, let's go. We are a veil. Let's go. APU bleed off. Spoilers arm. 1, 2. All right, let's see. We need 0.3. Okay, at the same time, I'm going to go ahead a little early and do my flight checks. Perfect. All right. Okay, let's come down here, click and click. All right, continuing, slides are armed. APU off. Elapsed time. Brakes. Cabin, we're ready to go. Are you ready to go? Tancredo, traffic or a TAM 3823, taxi to 16. Correction, TAM. Correction, TAM 3863. We'll get it right. Come out at Echo for Alpha. Heard somebody on fine. Oh, there they are. That don't look like Azul painted. Leipzig. Little out of place. Model matching never works in X-Plane. Well, not X-Plane, all of them. The clients just never get them right. But it is fun. Like yesterday, that was just unbelievable. Obviously, the model matching with X-Pilot does not have a 727. So what they put? A 757. At least it's pretty close, being that was what replaced them at FedEx, but still. It always looks interesting. Friend Hawker 125 will come on, always trying to fly a Hawker, and it'll look like anything but a Hawker. Okay, flaps are 2, brakes set, and we need to get some radars on. All right, and we're just about ready to go. Again, hope you have a great weekend planned. Even if you got to work, hope it's the greatest. You know, try to make it the best you can, obviously. But hey, we're glad you're here. Thank you. And if you're on YouTube, hey, we'd love you to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and thumbs up. So we can see, you know, you can see our next videos when these release, or the next ones. Hey, those of you on Twitch that are new, hey, welcome aboard. Thank you for being a part of this, and hit that follow button. We'd sure love to see you on our upcoming live streams. One last thing for YouTubers, if you'd like to see us live here, watch us, participate in the chat, hey, come on over. It's down in the more section. Just click that Twitch link. It'll bring you over. It'll also show you our stream schedule for the week. So, and I do understand some of you are fast asleep when we're high in the air. All right, let's pull up here, make sure we're ready to go. All right, real quick, all those checks are done. Get our departure up here, so 162, and then we'll turn on course for Vooper at 4,700 feet. All right, here we go. At Tancredo Airport traffic, TAM 3863, depart 16. Airspeed's alive, 60. Okay, 80 knots. Okay, there's V1. Rotate. Gears up. Okay, we'll get the spoilers unarmed as we turn on course. Climb power, we're on course. Hope you enjoy. Boy, that was quicker than what's on the chart. That's okay though, we're direct. Vupa! Hawker 125 resubscribed for the 44th month. Thank you, sir, so much for the resubscribe. Much appreciated at the level of tier 1. Thank you, sir. Still here. Well, I'm glad you could join us. We appreciate it. And that's 3 streams in a row. Are you feeling okay? You weren't here yesterday. Disregard. Disregard. That's right. You weren't here yesterday. Still, I'm glad to have you aboard, sir. Thank you for coming aboard. Uh-oh, about to make a phone call. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you, sir, for coming aboard, and we'll still be in the air. We got about, an hour or so to go. But again, thank you. Hawker 125, one of those. He's the one that pushed me to X-Plane. He pushed me into streaming. And a few other things, but check him out if you get a chance at Hawker 125 when he's up. Took long enough to listen. You know, I am stubborn. And I've got a lot of people to back that up. But no, he's the one that really pushed a lot. Like I said, give him a check. And while you're over there, always ask him, how's he doing on his Hawker project? So I'll let you read the chat room, but basically he has a Hawker 125 fuselage in his garage. One day, sometime between now and the apocalypse, he will turn it into a simulator. He claims heat problems, but yeah, on day he'll do it. I know guys with model railroads that put them in their garage and little work, but still they work just fine with all their electronics they have. But anyway, uh, look forward, watch him. He'll you can watch the update. He usually has it up there, and you can see where it is. All right, we're climbing out, leveling at 10. These must be en route holds. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'll be doggone, I X'd out of NavGraph. Oops. All right, so now I can see what's going on. All right, so we got to stay under 10,000 to ISNUV. Then it's away we go. About an hour to go, so I hope you all enjoy. It's been a fun day, a little interesting with the, that was really weird how that black, granted, we're not talking oceans here, but the inner, rivers and lakes and ponds going from their normal color to black. Seeing that line come across the screen, as it went across, the water went black. That was really bizarre, and that's going to be something tough to pin down to show X-plane. Who knows? It may be an actual bona fide bug. There we go, 10,000 feet. Light, we'll turn the exterior lights out. All right, we're on our way. And for a lot of people out there, if you've been paying attention to the verse of the day this week, hang on a second. If you've been paying attention, it's been a lot about there's no need for us to be anxious about anything out there. God is there. Take, like I said, yesterday's devotion. Remember in the Bible when he just got done speaking. They're crossing the Sea of, I think, Galilee. Could have been the Dead Sea. I've got to go back and double check. But anyway, they're in the boat, exhausted, and a big storm brews up. And they're panicking because water is coming over the boat's sides and all. And they're fearing to drown. And they look over at Jesus. And they rebuke him because he's sleeping. Now, in hindsight, Monday night quarterbacking, very many Monday nights, we can look back and go, you ninnies. You've got the one man, this ain't affecting him. It shouldn't be affecting you. Hence, our verse of the day today builds a little more on that, the faith we got to have. And then, we just got to learn to go and rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always, Paul says. He actually said it twice, so that's kind of important. Rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to everyone. Do something nice for someone. Doesn't have to be anything magnificently, but the big thing is do it where you're not calling attention on it, you're just doing it. And the Lord is always near to you. So just remember that when you're anxious, when life is not going well, and trust me, I am so so much in there. I continue to ask for prayers. Maybe next week I can unload a little bit on you what's going on in my life, my family's life, but we could really use your prayers. And I may not. I don't know if this is an appropriate place for that conversation. But I'm going to tell you right now, through all of that we've been through, I rejoice every day. I rejoice every day. The Lord is near, and everyone in my sound of my voice should be doing the same thing. Anxiety, I get it. Believe me, I really get it. But when you hand it to the Lord, something I read this morning, one way to do that, and a lot of people ask me, how do you give it to the Lord? Imagine, or not imagine, just ball up your fist when you have that anxiety. Put it all inside that fist, then lift your arms out and slowly let that go and pray while you're praying to the Lord to take it. And He will, there'll be a calm that will come to you if you allow it. And I really liked that. That was really cool. So I hope that helps. And again, Philippians 4 and 5, great verse of the day. Just remember, rejoice. No matter how bad it is, rejoice. So, all right, well, we're going to keep going here. We got about 40 minutes or so to our destination, and I hope you enjoy. And right now, we're about to see ads start. If you want to get rid of those ads, but yet you want to support the stream, consider subscribing. That is the biggest benefit out of subscribing, is supporting the stream. On top of it, you get ad-free viewing. And I know some of those ads aren't the greatest, but I have no control over them. There are products out there that will eliminate them for you for a cost, but the streamers don't see a lot of that. But if you watch a streamer and those ads just annoy you, consider the subscription, and that'll give more support to the streamer than what those other products will do. Speaking of which, here we are in another ad. All right. One thing, let me wait about 20 seconds here or so, let our viewers all get back here. I know some of you may not have gone to the break, but we did have some. So let's just wait a few seconds. And I'll continue my thought there, if I can remember. All right, welcome back, everyone. Hopefully everyone's back from the break. One thing we've been waiting for in X-Plane 12, couple of big things, but right now the biggest one on the radar, so to speak, is the radar. They put out a video a month or two ago of the updates to the weather, more particular the weather radars on the X-Plane aircraft, which would then translate out to our payware aircraft like this one. Many companies have already prepped their planes for it. I don't know if they've fully updated yet. I know Toliss is ready. The A330 is not fully, all the switches and dials aren't working like they are on this one. But supposedly we're going to be able to use the radar as our counterparts in the real world do, which is going to be fun. Now, I know the basics of radar operation. I mean, very basics. I am someone with a private pilot's license in the real world. However, I've never used radar, never had a reason to use radar, nor did any of the aircraft I fly come equipped with radar. So I am going to be still green until I actually start digging into it here. Now, mind you, that private pilot's license goes back to 1980s, and I stopped flying in the mid 80s. It's my last hour. So I'd love to get back in the sky. I just got a lot of money to outlay to do it, and that's why I stopped. So, so yeah, it'll be cool when that big update comes out. There's a lot more coming in the upcoming months with X-Plane. Currently, we're in 1.4. That release. 1.3 brought us some fantastic. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember now. We get razzmatazz so much we forget what we've already been blessed with. Oh, ATC. That was the big thing. You can fly, and I know many of us out there scares the you-know-what out of us to fly ATC on a flight sim. Not VATSIM, not any of the other ones out there. I'm talking from the sim, where you're not online with someone. No clients, none of that. Just you and ATC. Well, they came out with something pretty phenomenal. There's some terminology that didn't make sense with me, and it's going to take time, but it is really awesome. 1.2 brought us the Caribbean update, the updates to Juliana, St. Bart's, and so forth, and they just keep going and going. Everyone. We got Salzburg and Barra airports this will go around. Salzburg looks amazing, and they tweak it little more to get more functionality, because that is the area when you try it without buying it. You're in Austria. What a beautiful place to be. And they have done a magnificent job. So that's why I like X-Plane. You can talk your eye candy to your all the way to the grave, but the flying dynamics just are amazing here, and what they're giving is so much better than I've ever seen in a sim. And I've been around, like I told you in the beginning, I've been in the flight simming world community since about 98, 99. And I can tell you right now, the ATC back then sucked. It's kind of like a few controllers I know out there intentionally lose you. Just forget about you. Yeah. Yeah. And, but today I knew that was a total accident. He was fixated on one, and no big deal. But I know some that do it habitually, and it's ridiculous. This one, and that's how it used to be when you tried flying a flight with the internal ATC. Today, it works totally different, and it's really pretty good. Is it perfect? No. but it's sure a far cry better than what we had. All right. OSUNO is on the horizon. 150 miles. All right, let's see where top of descent lies. Oh, we're still in a climb. We got to get to the top of climb before we can see top of descent. So, anyway, we will let you all enjoy. Wind down from your weeks. And I hope you enjoy as Azul takes us through the skies of Brazil. And one last note, there is a big event here in Brazil tonight. Matter of fact, I think it's already kicked off. The air bridge between Rio and Sao Paulo. You can expect controllers, you can expect traffic. It is, if you've never done it, it's a short haul from Rio to Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. It's about 200, 300 miles. So you're gonna get there quick. It's not like you're flying 5 hours. No, you're flying just, unless you're gonna go back and forth a couple times. You got the big airports and you got the little airports. Now, I'm not talking GA and I'm not talking supers, although you're going to probably see some. What I'm talking about is big airports being Rio, big airports Sao Paulo. Confins, I think is how you say it. You guys are going to, I know, give it to me in the chat. I know. In Sao Paulo, the smaller airport, a little more tricky approach. And then you got Santos Dumont, really tricky approach. And while the RNAV is not really all that tricky, you got to land on 4,300 feet, 4300. And yes, the real airlines do this every day. Airbuses, Embraers, 737s. So, go ahead, give it your best shot. Now, landing on it is actually not as hard as taking off. And you got to see why the takeoff is a little more challenged. But you're going to have to watch the episode before this on YouTube. All right, we're at top of climb. So yeah, check it out if you're looking for somewhere to fly tonight online that you know there's going to be controllers. They're there, and wow, we're already 78 miles from top of descent. And I'm here to tell you they did a great job out this earlier today, and I'm sure they're going to be just as good for your flights. All right, let's bring the... Oop, we did this before. Okay, landing. We should be up to date here. Let's see. 2200. 2200. That's what I wish they would put on the takeoff. Put the METAR up here. But I don't know what exactly they're trying to tell us. If it's the ATIS or the METAR, I don't know. But I'm glad they do it for the landing. All right, so we're landing runway 10. 6,500 foot runway. I think that's what Confins is in Sao Paulo. So you got a little shortened runway, not 4,300 feet like Santos, but it's a little shortened. So that already bumps me to medium up. Well, you know, let's find out. Let's walk down it real quick. Compute. Oh, yeah. Let's go to medium. Come on. There we go. Much better, leaving us 2,100 feet. So we'll go medium on the brakes. All right. And we're looking at 10:15. We're looking at 27. We're looking at 100 at 8. We're looking at a transition of 5,000. Okay, we'll take it. And the RNIP wants us minimums at 307. 310. Perfect. And the weather there, just to let you know, well, we'll let you know here in a second. So we're looking at a VAP of 138, landing 133. Looks like a pretty decent approach. Hope y'all are ready. Y'all ready for this? There's what we're doing today. All right, just like going into, I gotta look at it, sorry. Tancredo International behind us. Same thing here. We're gonna just get past the equal time point by about, we'll call it 40 miles. And we got the top of descent. Just a little further down the road, not much. And we'll start down. So enjoy. I hope all is well, and we'll be on the ground here shortly. All right, we're inside 40 miles, top of descent. Let me take a look at this chart. Okay, below 15,000 at Ninga and 4,000 at PS024. Okay, 5,000's good. All right, we got our McDo set up for both arrival and our performance. Top of descent winds are set. McDo is set and ready for me to push the button for descent. Let's go ahead, put that on medium so we don't forget. And we're ready to start our descent here, in a few more miles. Let's get under 20. This landscape is more of what I expected in Brazil, not that ruggedness by Rio and almost all the way to where we started. So, yeah, that kind of caught me off guard how much the ruggedness that Rio had. All right, let's start that descent. We'll take it nice and easy here for a minute. That little squiggly line you see on here, when we reach it, or I should say it reaches us, we'll be on our flight path for descent. There's a green dot right up here. It'll come down and we'd like it to be in between these. So we'll see how that works out. We're starting down for Porto Seguro, sorry. Okay, we got about 18 minutes to go. Let's see how things are going behind us. Well, they haven't lit off yet. I'll have to look on, well, let me look on Sim Toolkit real quick while we got the moment. Okay, they had a center test. Okay. It starts in an hour. Those interested. All right, now we're about to that squiggly line. Till you start seeing that dot come down the altitude tape, that's when we'll go from 1,000 and steepen up even more for our descent. See how it's starting to? We're at 13. Now the dot's coming down. All right, so we're inbound about 16 or so minutes out, and we're just about where I'm going to want to kick the seatbelt sign on. So I hope you all enjoyed. It's been a fun day, kind of a weird day. Like I said, I normally try not to split these up on the stream, but when we went to Blackwater and I realized, you know, I have not restarted my computer in a couple of days, I thought, well, let's do a full restart, and that's what we did. And hopefully it worked. I'm also going to update the drivers afterwards and hope that helps too. I see Hawker's in with a guess. Hopefully you get it. I can't make any guarantees on a 6,400-foot runway. Make it 6,500. Oh, the dog's on the prowl. Oh, we got some pretty good melting action going on today. Wow. All right, seatbelt sign is going on. Oh, I think the wife may be home from getting some food for tomorrow. Got a little shing-ding. I don't know if we'll be able to get a flight off the ground tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see how we can do. He just laid back down, so maybe not. Again, this will be an RNAV approach. Not bad. Looks like a 10-mile final when we join. I wonder if it'll show up on my gauges. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. All right, if you're new to Twitch here, hey, Love for you to smash that follow button. It's free. All it does is let you know when we go live next time. If you're catching this on YouTube, we'd love you to hit that subscribe and thumbs up. We'd love to hear from you. That way, when you hit subscribe over there, all it's going to do is let you know when the next video has released. We're not live over there yet. To check out when we're live here on Twitch, that more button, click on it. It'll let you know what our weekly stream schedule is for the upcoming week here. Hopefully I'll have it out later tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, that's the difference. We're working on trying to dual stream, but a little nervous. About a 5-year-old computer here, and dual streaming, even with restream, I'm a little nervous. So we'll see. All right, we just crossed OSUNO. Uno. Great card game. And we're en route for Porto Seguro. Okay, we've been pushed back, ready to taxi for about 48 minutes. We got about 10 minutes to go, so. So if you're into setting predictions, exclamation mark the word predict, a space, and a negative number. All right, let's set 4,000. All right. All right, we're going to be below 15,000 at Ninja. All right, flight attendants, prepare for landing. All right, y'all ready to land this beast? Put your predictions in. We would sure love to see, not going to be giving away prizes, but love to see. So let's see how we do. Are we there yet? Yes, Kaharia, we're just about. We're about to turn on to the approach. All right, let's see what we can do here. First off, let's get back to LS and constraints. Okay, well, we're showing everything available, so we'll kick it in and see. All right, I'm going to go ahead, set 210. All right, here we go. I'm looking for the airport right now. Okay, localizer armed. Not sure if we'll get approach. Oh, we did. Yeah, Porto Seguro Airport, TAM 3863 on the RNAV 410. I think I got the runway in sight in the distance. I'm going to go ahead and set the spoilers to armed. See if she'll start the descent. Oh, looks like we are getting it. All right. I do have the airfield in sight, so. Tell you, the speed brakes really get annoying. Try that again. Okay, flaps full, gears down, 3 green, brakes set, spoilers armed, and we're ready to land. We're getting a pretty good wind here. Thankfully, for the most part, down the runway. Porto Seguro traffic, TAM 3863, approximately 5 miles out, 10. Airplane's mine. Okay, we're on profile. We're 3 miles out. We'll be landing. I don't hear of any traffic to give us troubles. I thought I turned the signs on. Oh, looks like we got some trees to give us trouble. Okay, we'll be landing. And yeah, we'll fly right through those trees if we have to.
Hundred above.
400.
Minimum.
300. 200.
Through the trees we go.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard.
10.
5.
Oh, we're still in reverse. Oh, why are you doing this to me? There we go. You got to remember something with these landings now. They're not like they used to be, Hawker. This camera system they've kind of brought about, one of the programs you can buy out there, I guess people really loved and asked for it, and they granted it. I think I can turn it off. I am still undecided on this thing. Um, it's really annoying. Um, and I know there's people out there mad as you know what at me. Oop, uh-oh. We'll get it at the ramp. I was going to have it ready to go, but I forget it comes out to the plane. But it really needs some tweaking, and I don't know if that's a tweak that like Toliss would have to do, or X-Plane, or what. It's just really, I think, a little over-exaggerated. Kind of funny using white lines. Okay, parking brake is set. The Apu was not started. That's a short taxi. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Kahari, how are we doing? How are you doing? How is the little one? Actually, she is really good. 10 months, about to get to 11 months, almost a year. And wow, what an amazing watch. Something I didn't get to do much with my kids. I had the truck and gone a lot. So I wasn't here a lot for those years. So it's kind of interesting to see them. Waiting on the APU. There we go. So yeah, it is really cool. Okay, radar up. Unlock. Standby. We're in. Yeah, time is it's just awesome cooling. Okay. And we're good up here. We'll keep the pack flow high for now. And let's head over here. So yeah, it is just fun. It's something, like I said, I wasn't able to do. So she is just crawling all over the place, and she's, as everyone knows, fast. So really awesome. All right, let's see if we get... Oh, got to turn the APU screen off. There we go. All right, let's watch from above. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and kick the back one too. All right, so we had a great flight. Yeah, she is, but it's fun. She's just out exploring in the basement, everywhere she can get, upstairs, everywhere we let her get. Like everyone, yeah, everyone, you know, you've all been through this, you know, those that's had kids. And the hard part for me, though, is just realizing I wasn't there for my kids, being a truck driver, and kind of sucks. Kind of sucked when I was on the road, but even more so now seeing what I'm seeing in her and what I missed. All right, let's take a look at this, shall we? For the airline, Hawker, do you think this one might be right or wrong? 2 feet a minute. Oh my goodness. Oh, that really cracks me up. That was harder than 2 feet a minute. But we'll look at Elevatech here real quick. And I'm going to actually go into the plane real quick. We'll set that one and these guys. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what Elevatech got us at. Again, alpha project here. I'm showing you what I'm allowed to show. And we're just completing the flight, and 358 feet a minute, 127 knots. So we got a little slow, and 104 or 1.4 Gs. Actually, that's not a bad landing, especially for me. But the animal we like to use, some toolkit on its way. Recorded 233 knot or feet per minute. So let's look at the numbers, shall we? Shall we? He says cautiously. Come on. There it goes. Okay, it's gonna be slow. All right, so an hour and 15-minute flight. Actually a little shorter than last. 338 miles, 2,400 kilograms. You see the rest there. Here's again why I use and like Sim Toolkit over the rest. It shows you where you touch down. In our case, we were a little not complete. We were in the landing zone, but it would have been better if we were a little further up, about 400 feet or so. But anyway, hey, we landed. It's a 6,500 foot runway, so, you know, erring on caution is not a bad thing. So 672 feet down the runway, 11 feet off the center line. That's actually, it's not bad, but yet it should be closer. You start getting, especially the bigger aircraft close off like that, you get those engines closer and closer. Just because that's where you're supposed to land. The aiming point is where you're trying to land at. And if you notice where most of the planes touch down, there's your rubber marks. But yes, technically, yeah, it's a legal landing. It was a legal landing as long as the landing gear stayed on and we didn't end up on our top. So, But I would have preferred to have been up here. I always try to aim for the aim points, the aim bars. And today we were short. I think it just felt like the plane all of a sudden started, the countdown was going good. Then it all of a sudden either ballooned up or something. I don't know what it did. But hey, those numbers I'm not going to sit here and argue about. They were great. So, but anyway, let's start working towards wrapping this up. This was another good flight. Again, I'm going to just let you know. Ooh. Brasilia has come up with approach. Sao Paulo and Rio are both up with approaches. So if you're looking for controllers, want to try something new, some challenges if you want, or you could just go with the big airports and have plenty of runway to do as you please. It's a great event, the Air Bridge. Check it out. There should be quite a bit of traffic down there. And why not take a run at Santos? 4,400 feet of runway. In between, you've got to fly down with the big Rio airport, depending the ops, north of you, and your airport you got to turn into. So really fun. So give it a try, Air Bridge, if you're looking for a challenge, especially if you want to try out Santos Dumont. 4,500 feet of runway. It is a fun approach. Take your time and follow the speeds on your charts, and it really does help. Now, then throw weather on you. But that is not an easy approach when you're into clouds. So no approach really is. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. We had a great time. Great flight from I gotta look at it. Sorry folks, it just I really don't want to call it Confins. It actually is Tancredo International. We had a great flight from there over here to Porto Seguro, and really a nice run back to the beach. And hope you all had fun. We're going to wrap it here. Hope you did. Thanks for stopping in, Kaharia and Hawker. Thank you so much. First flight of the day, we had great ATC out of Santo Dumont and the approach there. Very good job, guys. And glad to have been traffic for you. So y'all have a great night. Enjoy the weekend. Most of us earn it. Hawker's hyping it up. Yep. And it's going to be warmer here than during the week. Are you trying to make hype the big thing of the week here? But yeah, we're going to be above freezing tomorrow and into the 40s, close to 50 on Sunday. So we are looking so forward to it. God bless you all. Y'all have a great day. And I'm going to see if we have anyone out there here real quick to follow or to raid over to. It's not looking good. Not really looking good. Oh boy, it got hung up. Take two. Take two. Take three. There we go. All right, so we got we'll go to him. We haven't been over to this guy in a while. So I hope you all enjoy your weekend. We'll see you for sure Monday. Who knows about the weekend. God bless you all. We'll see you then.